Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Foster, and today you are going to have a library orientation by watching this video that I've made for you. You are going to review some of the procedures in our library and also watch a video reminding you how to do self-check-ins. And for third grade, this will be new for you, so you really need to pay extra close attention to that. All right, so let's get started. You're going to do a true or false challenge. So I'm going to be asking you some questions, and you are going to be answering the questions with sign language to show whether it's true or false. And if you don't know sign language, don't worry, because I'm going to help you out with that. So if an answer is true, you're going to show that by doing this hand gesture. You're going to tuck your thumb under your first finger, because that is the letter T in sign language. So T for true. On the other hand, if you think an answer is false, you're going to make this symbol with your hands, kind of like the OK sign, and that is the letter F in sign language. So F for false, T for true. And I'll keep those up on the slides to help you remember that. Don't just hold your hand up immediately though. I'm going to count to 3, then hold up your hand with the answer so that everybody answers at the same time. All right, let's give it a try. Number 1, you can check out magazines in our library. Don't put it up yet, just think. Look back at the symbols, whether it's true or false, think about it. 1, 2, 3, hold up your symbol. All right, and you should be holding up the T symbol. You can go ahead and put your hand down. That is true. We started this a couple of years ago. You can check out magazines in the library, but you can only check out one at a time, so please remember that. The magazines come in a protective cover, and you need to keep it in the cover when you have it checked out so that the magazine stays protected. And I've tried to get a variety of different magazines. We have some sports, we have some cooking magazines, we have some animal magazines, some superhero magazines. So we have some new ones this year too. So if you want to check out the magazines, they're just a few feet inside of the enter door of the library. So take a look. All right, next question. If you damage a book, you do not have to pay for it. Don't hold it up yet, just think about it. Look at your hand symbols that you're going to do. All right, get ready. 1, 2, 3, put up your symbol. Hopefully you have up the false sign, the F sign in sign language. All right, go ahead and put your hands down. This is false. You do have to pay $10 if you lose a book completely, just can't find it anywhere, or if you damage a book to where I can't use it anymore. Things like that would be, it got left out in the rain, which happened several times last year, and the book was totally water damaged. We had several people whose dogs really like chewing on books, and their dog chewed up several books for some people, and each one had to be paid for, $10. We can't keep those books. We have to get a new one. So keep those books safe and do not lose them. If you still have books out from last year, your teacher should have given you a letter to take home because you need to get that taken care of. Next question. You can check out your own books. Think about this one. You can check out your own books. Think about the symbol that you're going to put up. 1, 2, 3, hold it up. This is false. Go ahead and put your hands down. Now, you might have been thinking book check-ins. That's returning books, which you can do. 3rd through 5th grade does self-check-ins, and that is returning books at the self-check-in station. However, you cannot check out your own books. To get new books, you have to come to the checkout desk with me, Miss Fahey, or one of our volunteers, and we will be watching a video shortly reminding you how to do self-check-ins. Next, you can get 2 graphic novels at a time. Think about that. Think about your answer. 1, 2, 3. Hold up your letter. Hopefully you have up the false, the F symbol. Go ahead and put that down. All right, I know this is not what people like, but you can only have 1 graphic novel checked out at a time. And the reason for that is that graphic novels is one of our most popular section, but it's also the section of books that we have the least amount of. So if I let everybody get 2 graphic novels who wanted to, that section would barely have anything in it. So that is why you can only get 1 graphic novel at a time. So please don't bring up 2 because you're going to wind up having to put 1 back. All right, moving on. You can keep a book longer than 2 weeks. Think about it. 1, 2, 3. Put up your symbol. That is true. You should have the T sign up for true. That is true. Go ahead and put your hand down. Okay, so when you check a book out, you automatically get it for 2 weeks. You don't have to keep it that long, but you get it for 2 weeks. There are some books in our library that take a while to read. They're longer chapter books. So there may be an occasion where you do need longer than 2 weeks with it. In that case, you come to the checkout desk and you ask me, Ms. Fahey, one of the volunteers, may I renew the book that I have checked out? Tell us what it is. You may do that 1 time. So that gives you the book for another 2 weeks. So doing your math, you can have the book for 4 weeks, a whole month. You can't get it any longer than that because somebody else might be waiting for it. So you may get it for up to 4 weeks. You may renew it 1 time, but then it does have to come back. Number 6, if you want to look at a book, just take it off the shelf and look at it. Get ready. 1, 2, 3. Okay. You should have the false symbol up again because I need you guys to do this for me. Rather than just taking a book off the shelf and looking at it, I need you, when you come in the library, next to the book return, there are shelf markers. See what this person's holding right here? That's a shelf marker. And what they're doing is they are sliding it in next to the book that they want to look at. They're leaving it there, and then they're pulling the book off the shelf. If they want it, fine. If they don't want it, now they know exactly where it goes back to. It goes back to where that shelf marker is. Every book has 1 spot in the library. You can't stick it on the shelf below it. You can't stick it on a few spaces to the left or the right. It has to go back in the right spot because when we are looking for books and the computer program tells us it's there, but then it's not there, that's because somebody just stuck it somewhere it didn't belong. So I really, really need you guys every time to be using a shelf marker. All right, number 7, you can put a book on hold. Hold means somebody has it out and you want it, so you would be on a waiting list. So think about whether or not you can do that. Get ready with your sign language. Put your answer up in 1, 2, 3. All right. This is true, so you should have the T symbol up. You can go ahead and put your hand down. Yes, you can do this. So we have some books in our library that are very popular that a lot of people want, but we only have so many copies of them. So if all of the copies are gone of a book that you really want, you may ask someone at the checkout desk to put a hold on it. And we'll type in your information, we'll type in the book that you want. Then when it gets returned, your name pops up that you're waiting for it, and we put it behind the desk in some drawers and wait for you to come get it. Speaking of those drawers that are behind the desk, you cannot just go back there and start taking books out of those drawers. Those drawers are for people who have books on hold, so you cannot take those out. We keep books on hold for about a week. So if you put a book on hold and it comes back in, we're not going to keep it for a month or two. You know, you have to come back the next time and check and see if it's ready for you. If you don't pick it up after a while, we put it back on the shelf. All right, so you will be coming to the library in small groups, 2 to 5 people. So this question says you need to sit and read when waiting for buddies to check out books, meaning you've already checked out your books and your friends are still looking. So this says you need to sit and read while they still look. Put up a T for true or F for false in 1, 2, 3. All right, hopefully you have that T symbol up. You can go ahead and put your hands down. This tends to be a problem with some people. Some people just go over and stand and wait at the door. The problem with that is you're blocking the door, and sometimes people just go over there and talk, and that's not the right thing to do either. Some people, when they're done checking out, will follow their friends around and talk to them or tell them what to get, or, you know, it's basically just distracting the other person still looking for books. So please don't do that either. And you cannot wait outside. You have to wait inside the library for the people that you came with. There's no supervision outside, so you cannot wait outside. You have to wait inside. So there are several places where you can wait for your friends who are still looking. You know, we have the carpet with the bean bags and chairs. You can sit in that area. Over in the nonfiction section, there are 3 big comfy chairs. You can sit there. You can sit at tables as long as nobody's at the tables. But please just sit and wait while your friends are looking. And then when everybody's ready, you can head out. Number 9, you can come to the media center in the morning before the morning show. Think about what your answer will be for this. Put up your answer in 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're back to false. You should have the false symbol up. Some people, you know, you get to school early, you figure, hey, I know there's a book I want, I'm going to go check it out now. I'm sorry, guys, but you can't do that. The media center does not open until after the morning show. I'm usually in the back where the morning show crew goes to record the show, or I'm out helping teachers with computers and things like that in the morning. Miss Fahey is out in the courtyard. So there's no one in there to help you in the mornings. So you cannot come before the morning show. The media center is open after the morning show, and it closes at 1:45. And that's 12:45 on Mondays, so that you have time to get back to class, pack up, and all that good stuff. All right, last question. You cannot come to the media center when Mrs. Foster is teaching a lesson. Think about this. 1, 2, 3. Hold up your symbol. This is another false. There's a lot of falses in this, I just realized, but that's okay. Anyways, yes, this is false. You can come to the library when I'm teaching a lesson, because I teach lessons pretty much every day. So you can still come, but please be extra quiet when you come in and see that I'm teaching a lesson, so that the students can hear my lesson and so that I can focus on what I'm trying to teach. Please do not walk in front of or through the lesson. I'm either on the carpet with my kindergartners or I have students at the tables. Don't walk through the tables. Don't walk in front of the projector. Just stay off to the side so that you're not getting in front of the lesson. And when I'm teaching a lesson, it is not a time where you can come ask me for help. Sorry about that. But there's other people who can help you in the library. Miss Fahey can help you. And we often have adult volunteers in the library helping out, and they can help you as well. All right. Thank you for your help with that, guys. All right. We do self-check-ins, 3rd through 5th. 3rd, this is new for you, but 4th and 5th, it never hurts to have a review. So everybody watch this carefully to review how to do self-check-ins.
All right, everybody, this is the self-check-in station. You see you have a scanner, a computer, and if you forget any of these directions I'm telling you today, there are directions right here next to the computer. And when you get down here to scan in books, it's already going to be on check-in. All right, that's what it needs to be on, so you don't have to do anything. It will already be on check-in. So basically all you have to do is take your book, and you need to be on the front cover of it, and then take it and slide the barcode under the scanner. You heard a beep, and then the title appears on the computer screen. Make sure that you see the title of your book appear on the screen. That's very important because sometimes it beeps, but it doesn't go all the way through. So make sure you see your title on the computer screen. Then look at the side of your book. Let's see the side of this one. Okay, see the graphic novel sticker? That is a graphic novel. So then you come over to the cart, find the graphic novel section, and just place it there. All right, let's see another one. Here's another book. Let's go ahead and scan that under the scanner. Heard the beep. Came up on the screen. Now look at the side of the book. See, it has an E on the top. So we have to find the E section on the cart. E for everybody. Oops, that's okay. Put it on the other side of the book stop so it doesn't fall. All right, so that's where we put it. Put it on that side of the book stop so it doesn't fall down. And now that one's in the right spot in the everybody section. All right, let's see our next book. All right, good. Let's scan it under the scanner. Wait for it to pop up. It just popped up. Let's look at the side of the book. There is an F on the call letters. So we're going to put it on the F section of the cart. Yep, and actually put it on the other side of the book stop. There we go. That way it doesn't fall over. So now it is in the right spot, F for fiction. And one last demonstration. Here's our last book. Let's get that scanned in. We heard the beep. Let's see if it pops up. Yep, it just popped up. Let's look at the side of the book. There are numbers at the top of the little white sticker. So if there are numbers, look at the cart. It goes in the nonfiction. If there are numbers at the top of the call letters, if there's an R at the top of the call letters, that's a reference book, so that also is nonfiction. If there's a B at the top of the call letters, it's a biography, so that is also nonfiction. You put all of those items here on the middle cart. And that is it. That's nice and easy, your self-check-in station. You can start using that once you have seen this video. And if you have any problems, don't forget, you have directions here, or you can ask an adult for help if you need it. All right, we will see you soon in the library.
Okay, so that is the self-check-in procedure. I want to give you a few reminders and a few tips to make sure it works correctly, because if you don't follow the directions exactly, then we start getting into some problems. So first things first, like I said, in the true and false, check-ins means you're returning books only. You can only check in your books at this station. You cannot check out your own books. To get new books, you have to come to the checkout desk. The scanner. See how on the sticker it says don't pick up? You do not need to pick up that scanner, and please don't, because it will fall over. You know, it's just not good. So all you have to do is slide your book underneath the scanner, slide the barcode under the scanner, and just leave it in its holder. Okay, now, depending on if you do something incorrectly or if there's some other situations going on, you might get a pop-up message. So it's kind of small here, but I put it in red above. Sometimes you will get this pop-up that says item not found in catalog. And that's going to happen if you scan the back of the book. There is a barcode on the back of the book, but that's if you're buying the book at a store. Our barcodes for the library are on the front of the book. So if you always remember to scan the front of the book, this won't happen to you. But if you do accidentally scan the back of the book, you will get item not found in catalog. That means you scan the back. You are going to click OK, and then you're going to rescan the front of the book. And I have these directions at the checkout station. If this happens and you don't remember what to do, look at the paper that's on the checkout station. You might also get this pop-up sometimes, and it says items not charged. Item not charged. That means you already scanned it. Sometimes the book scans twice. Sometimes, like if you stick it under, it scans, and then when you pull it out, sometimes it scans again. So that just means you already scanned the book out. So all you have to do is click OK, and then the next book can be scanned. You have to click OK before the next book gets scanned, or the next book won't scan in. So please, if you get this pop-up and you don't know what to do, look at the paper on the checkout desk, or the check-in desk rather, and it will help remind you what to do. Now, we talked about holds earlier, that people can put a hold on a book. So when you're scanning a book in, if you scan your book in and this pops up, it says make this hold available, that means somebody's waiting for your book. So what you have to do in this situation is you're going to click make available, and then you're not going to put it on the return cart, because somebody else is going to come along and grab it, and it's supposed to be waiting for somebody else. So you're not going to put it on the return cart. You're going to give that book to me, Ms. Fahey, or one of the volunteers at the checkout desk, and then we'll put it aside for the person who's waiting for it. All right, so again, those pop-up reminders will be at the check-in station. And if you still can't figure it out, please come see an adult to get help so that we can get that dealt with correctly. One other issue we sometimes have problems with is the return cart not being kept in an orderly fashion. If you look carefully here, you can see some different issues. You can see, let's see here. I don't know if you can see from where you're sitting, but right here, you see that graphic novel sticker? The graphic novels are over here. The sticker matches this side of the cart, so that needs to go over here. All right, so there's one problem. Another problem is obviously the books just being stuck on there in upside down, backwards. You know, nobody can see what the book is in that situation. Plus, it's just not the right thing to do. So take the time, don't be lazy, put it on the right way. Books being, again, put in the wrong spot. I can see this book down here. That looks like a Dog Diaries book. So on the side of that book would be a letter F. And look, I even match up the letters for you. A red F, that's a fiction book. This book should be up here. Again, if you don't know where it goes, ask a friend, or if needed, ask an adult, because we'd rather you have us ask and get it in the right spot than have this big mess right here. One more thing is, excuse me, here's the book end. Here's the book end right here, but there's all these books on the side that are probably going to fall over, and then the books get really messed up. These book ends are magnetic. So if you run out of space, let's say these are more books and okay, now it's filled up. Do not start putting them over here because they're going to fall over. You're going to take the book end, it's magnetic, and just slide it down so then you can fit more books, or the next person can fit more books in that space. So please help us with that and keep the cart in nice order for us. All right, that's your review. Hopefully you had your memory refreshed of how everything works in the library. And if you're new to our school, again, don't worry, you're going to be coming to the library in small groups. So your group can definitely help you. If you're new, they can help you figure out where everything is and how everything works. And third grade, don't be nervous about the self-check-ins. We will have adults there to help if needed when you guys come down to check in books. And it's going to be a great year, everybody. We've got some great new books for you and more on the ordering list that we'll be getting throughout the year. So I'm very excited to see you, and I will see you hopefully sometime next week. Bye.